Welcome everybody to the Colorado State Rams Dynasty here on YouTube. Where right now we're about to show you the info on our next rival in Week 3 of the 2018 season after having come off our bye. As today we'll be playing for the Ram-Falcon Trophy. And of course, Herbie is picking us. We have a slight edge over Air Force, emphasis slight. As we will play CU and Air Force, and then next time around when we play this dynasty, we'll be going to Texas A&M, and then playing Virginia Tech. So Air Force, meanwhile, they played an FCS team. At least the CPU team did. Of course, I would never do that with my CU Air Force Dynasty. They played an FCS team and just blasted them. Then they got CSU, and then they got OU, Central Michigan, Navy, Wisconsin, UNLV, Army, Maryland, USC, and Mississippi. That's a tough schedule for those guys. Let's see, Air Force. Again, pretty evenly matched. So we're going to expect another tough game. But first, let's take care of recruiting. And we're just about all done with recruiting here. Get a little bit closer here with this guy. And scout 50% with this guy. Scout this guy 50%. Go to team needs. Yeah, we need the middle linebacker. Although, let's make sure. Yeah, that's about all I could do. I need a kicker. No matter what, because otherwise I don't have a kicker. We'll show you what the AD says in a moment. Here we got the CSU. And we'll check the top 25 polls to see whether or not we actually made mentions on the top 25. Of course, we're not in the polls. We had a week to rest up. Now it's time to play ball. Yes, indeed it is. Top 25 polls. Ooh, Ohio State lost to OU. Ouch. And it wasn't even close. Okay, the only poll that's out is the coaches poll, and we were not mentioned. Only Clemson, Louisville, Baylor, Auburn, Toledo, Pitt, Memphis, and Southern Miss. FIU dropped out. Okay. So, double check the uniform options. Yes, we are at home. So, I don't know where the music went, but anyway, of course they would be first. They played one game and gave up nothing.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented
Where'd
by
Sports
Nissan.
Authority feel for this one in the rain?
In the Rocky Mountains, this rivalry is important. Air Force and Colorado State in the battle for the Ram-Falcon Trophy. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
And a monsoon at that. Look at that. We're trapped in a we're playing in a monsoon.
Neutral side action, and we're just about set to kick off. Let's head down to the coin toss now. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
We'll see how good Air Force is. Remember, they beat an FCS team 55-0. That means
Air Force has lined up
almost
kickoff,
nothing.
We're ready to get this one underway. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Kirk, today we get to watch one of the great wide receivers in college football. Paul's footwork, his great hands, his speed, he is a dangerous offensive weapon.
No doubt, Brad. He's really one of the most exciting players to watch in college football. He catches everything that's thrown his way and is a legitimate deep threat downfield to make big plays for this offense. He's going to face some double,
strong power,
even triple team coverage. And I think today, this defense, they might do a decent job of slowing him down, but eventually he's too dangerous. He's going to make some big plays.
He fights forward to about the 26. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
With the defensive line neutralizing the blocks, these linebackers are able to come up and make plays in the holes.
H-back off tackle.
2nd and 9. Ball on their own 26. Cook on the run. He's tackled at about the 27-yard line. And he gets a yard on the run.
And that's
that is not going to cut it. H-back slip screen.
3rd down, 8 yards to go. Ball on their own 27. Flips it, middle to the running back. And they make the stop around the 32-yard line. Yards on the screen.
Do we go for it? See, what are the options? I'm going to go for it.
It's fourth down, and the offense is still on the field. This is a pretty controversial call. I really would have expected them to punt this ball. And they sack him on fourth down. They went for it on fourth and didn't get it.
I'm not quite sure what they were trying to prove with that. It's the first half, and they're going for it on fourth down?
In hindsight, I've got to think this coach is going to understand that that call just didn't make too much sense.
But sometimes you got to take a gamble. Free safety zone blitz.
Come out in opponent's territory for their first drive of the game.
They couldn't have asked for better field position than this.
Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage.
Let the game call it. Seemed to do pretty good in the last game.
Second down, and
They had to do something to establish momentum. So we'll not take a risk.
Happy feet down there on the field. Let's get the call.
Just a middle lapse, but it's going to cost them 5 yards. Still second down.
From the 19-yard line. Second down. And he's tackled at the 16-yard line. And he gains around 3 on that keeper. It's 3rd and 5. Ball on the 16. Quick strike to the receiver. A huge play, and they're in a great position to score.
I like this wide receiver a lot. He knows where he needs to be on the field, so the
Okay, first and goal. Now.
Terrific play to keep this drive alive.
Jam cover 1.
And they'll be looking for 6 points here.
But I'm letting the game execute it.
Everybody bunched up tight defensively. Touchdown Falcons.
I put myself in that hole.
And the point after is no good.
He missed it.
Here's an update from the studio and restated.
The Fighting Irish came into the game ranked #1. I'm not much for the whole statement game thing, but that was a statement. And for Notre Dame, they've won 2 straight. Notre Dame prevails. They win by 5. In another game, the Tar Heels.
Yeah, that's all they do. Prevail. They should have wiped New Mexico off the map. They should have sent New Mexico back to Mexico.
Penn State takes it by a half dozen.
In the sports sense.
6-0 in this one. Air Force is ready to kick it away. Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Falcons are right where they want to be early in this one, partner.
Well, this is what their coach talked about, getting off to a great start.
Yeah, 1-0 after beating an FCS team.
Also
Yeah.
some points on the board.
Real interesting.
And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change the game
Stick.
plan.
It is way too early to make such changes.
Quick throw. Brought down at the 40.
I think he was going to go to his tight end the whole way, but the defense didn't expect it. Sometimes those big guys can fool defenders into thinking they're blocking.
Power O.
From their own 40-yard line. It's first down. On the run, right side. He's at midfield.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah.
Made at the 37.
Nice run. Power option. Let's see that.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 37. Pitches it. He's got the corner. Pick up of a yard for the tailback.
Yeah, you almost threw it behind the guy. Quarterback's going to watch that. Stick, middle.
We've got a 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 36. Throws completely stopped immediately.
Another stick.
Makes the first down catch. And down he goes.
That away.
7-yard line.
Well, on third down, we expected them to go to the air, and they did just that, picking up the first down.
Hell yeah, we did. Shown weak.
First and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Ooh, he fooled no one.
I think anytime you lose yardage, it's frustrating as a ball carrier. It's very frustrating as a play caller. Makes you a little bit more hesitant maybe to go
He
back to a
fooled
certain
no
play.
one with
The
that.
biggest thing you want to do as an offensive coordinator is get the offense over to the sideline after the series, make sure everybody's on the same page, and then show
Stick.
the confidence that you still have
Middle
in them,
one.
despite this play, that you're going to go right back to the running back and trust that offensive line.
Under heavy pressure.
Nice catch.
17-yard line.
Nice catch. H-back slip screen.
And he's going to be sacked.
You have to keep an eye
Heath.
on this guy, especially during passing
Heath,
situations.
you
Because
have
he does
to
a
get
great
rid
job
of the
getting to
ball.
quarterback, as we saw right there.
You can't just keep going backwards. Empty
This is the
stick.
ninth play of this drive. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Gets it out to his receiver, and he can't hang on.
Four verticals.
So another third down here, and this time it's 3rd and long.
Let's see if he can get close. Oh my God.
This kid just doesn't stop. That's his 2nd sack of the game.
Now the big boys up front better make some adjustments. It's only the first quarter, and they're letting this kid get into the backfield way too easily.
.53-yard field goal. No, that might be a bit much.
Terry looking to knock one inside the 20 here on this punt. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Might have been doable, but
These guys came up with a touchdown on their last drive, and they'll be hoping for another 6 on the board here.
Well, I think this defense has got to do something, because right now the quarterback is in such a good rhythm that you've got to do something to try to get him out of it. I would suggest trying to bring more pressure. Try to
that's what we did.
To try to get him on his heels as opposed to being the aggressor and attacking the defense.
That one will put the offense in a hole, and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play.
I'm letting the game call it now. We got them in a hole. We're going to kick them while we're down and while they're down.
So first down once again, but a long ways to go after that penalty. Air Force is up by 6. He's to the 20.
Oh, shit.
And they bring him down at the 36. After a quarter of play, we got a low-scoring defensive battle on our hands. Air Force's lead is 6. We can only hope the second quarter is as good as the first. Tight ball game, folks. Catches it, and that's all. That little play action good for about 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Again, I'm just letting the game call it.
40-yard line. It's 2nd down.
Because I know eventually it'll keep my guys out of the end zone. Keep them out of the end zone, eventually.
Gains his way to the 39-yard line.
How in the world did he not go down? He should have gone down. Middle plug. But I'm going to let the game
First down.
Execute it.
Air Force up 6. Pitch out, got the corner. He's at the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Air Force.
That is not working now.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
The Cornhuskers came into the game ranked 3rd. That's not going to last. And for Michigan, they've won 2 straight. And for Rollins, look at what he did pitching the magic beam. More than 300 yards. Elsewhere, the Tigers come into today's game ranked 16th in the nation. And for LSU, blowing their way into the end zone on the ground. The Tigers lead 31-24.
Thanks, Reese. 13-0 in this one. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. And they can forget about returning this one.
Option defense, gonna go conservative. Curl flats.
The challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it. Finds his man, and they take him down immediately.
Curl flats again.
2nd and 5. Ball on their own 30. Tries to intercepted. And he hits him hard at the 28-yard line.
Personal foul. Placement. Defense.
Jason.
Move him back a bit.
Yeah, with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line.
I know my guy. Oh, no.
Laterals back. He's tackled around the 13-yard line. Scott picks up only about
That was the adjustment I made. They went with the option.
They blitzed the middle linebacker, and there were no holes for the halfback to run through.
Fire green. They went with the option. I'm like,
Here's an opening.
Nobody.
Touchdown Falcons.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus. We got to stop giving them short fields to work with.
And the extra point is no good.
For number 1. Number 2.
Freeman has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. And he got all of this one. Great.
We got to get back in the game.
And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Colorado State's offense is so predicated on what this wide receiver does. And now when you consider that we've got a couple of quarters left, they've got to change the complexion of the game a little bit. They're going to have to do it with somebody else, I think.
This is really where a coaching staff gets challenged because
White
for
trail.
5 or 6 days you prep. When you look at a lot of film and you kind of come into a game by the time Saturday rolls around, and you have a good idea of how you want to attack the defense. And then you go out there, and it's not working. And you have to show an ability as a coaching staff to go back and look at the drawing board and eliminate some things and maybe add some things and be able to try to make the adjustments you need to give your team a chance to win in the second half.
My goodness. slot post.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long. Throws this one out to the right. And this one falls incomplete.
Four vertical, flipped. We're going to try that one.
17-yard line. It's 3rd down. Pass out to the tight end, but it's incomplete. That's
Oh my God.
Defense held their ground on that play. The quarterback just wasn't able to find any open receivers.
They clearly got momentum. We need to do something, anything, to take it away from them.
Rankin, the return man.
Marching down the field isn't going to do it. We need to take it from them.
He's taken down at the 45-yard line. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding. Receiving team.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they could just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
Monster 3.
From their own 45-yard line. 1st down. Hill takes it left. Knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Cover 1.
He might have a chance. Steps out of bounds.
Nice try.
They go with the option and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and that was a situation where the quarterback knew he could pick up the 1st down if he kept it himself. That's a good decision.
That's because my guy fell down. Unfortunately for him, he also got back up. Middle plug 2.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 38. Tackle at about the 41.
I like how the defense got all up into that option to disrupt it. The offense looks a bit unsettled after losing that battle.
Dog gold.
2nd and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 41-yard line. Feeds it to the back. And they make the stop right around the 40.
Cover 4.
Throws it in a hurry. He's taken down at the 28.
That was a really nice play on the ball by the receiver for a substantial gain and a 1st down.
Cover 2 man.
From the 28-yard line, it's 1st down. Nice run there. Full goal. Picks up about 7 yards there after keeping the ball on the option.
Overload 3 seam. Oh,
see games get real ugly until the second half, when the talent of the depth chart starts to show. But, man, we're still here in the first half, and it's already looking like a blowout.
Air Force up by a bunch. And he converts the extra point. Reese Davis is standing by with this update. Reese?
The Tigers arrive at today's game ranked 16th in the nation. This is a game we've been watching closely all day long. And for LSU, they've jumped ahead in this one. The Tigers lead 34-31.
Guys, you cannot be looking forward to Texas A&M. If you can't beat Air Force, you certainly are not going to beat Texas A&M.
Freeman looks ready to kick this one off. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And they can forget about returning this one.
Well, this defense has got to be proud of what they've been able to do in this football game so far. Love to see the goose eggs up there for this defense. And the way their offense is playing, this game is really shaping together for this team.
4 Vs.
Still only the second quarter. We've got a lot of football left, but I've got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout. He chucks it downfield. Can't connect.
Oh, my God. Four verticals again.
From their own 25-yard line. Second down. Aaron and out long. The defender had it and then dropped it. So they run the same pass play again.
Yeah, typically you'll see this when teams are having success with a particular player. They feel confident about a play's chances.
Deep attack.
It's third down and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
The only reason why I did that is because my guy. Oh, shit. Pick 6. Goodbye.
Huge touchdown play.
Great job here by the defender breaking on the ball and taking it to the house. Man, those pick sixes can really hurt an offense and have a lasting impact.
He clanks it off the upright, no good. And he missed it off the upright. And it hits the upright, no good.
Doink. That's about the only thing that's gone right.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Nothing else has.
And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Four verticals.
Let's see how the defense responds now, coming off that big play just a moment ago.
It's tough on the losing sideline in a game like this. Your offense and your defense are both misfiring, and the other team is taking advantage of it. Coach and offense.
Quick throw, picked off. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. And down he goes at the 20.
You don't want to criticize a quarterback for trying to make something happen, but I'm not really sure who he thought he was throwing the ball to there.
At this point, I don't think it matters what I do defensively.
First and 10. Ball on the
I don't think it matters.
Air Force with a commanding lead. The 10. Big play there, and now they're looking at first and goal.
There's nothing more effective that a team can do offensively than to pound the ball right at the defense, trying to wear them down.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. They put everyone up on the line.
3 turnovers.
Somebody jumped early down there.
Down by 30. Over 30.
Sometimes what happens on a false
I don't think it matters.
The lineman will see movement on the other side of the ball and be coaxed into jumping early.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. And he's tackled at the 1-yard line. Nice job by the running back, and that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards. A short yardage defense here. Brought down at the 1. The running back gets a yard, maybe less.
We've watched this guy play, and over the course of his college career, he's made some spectacular tackles. Nice play.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
We've got 3rd and goal. 1 yard to the goal line. Air Force comes to the line. They got a big advantage in this one. They'll bring him down just outside the goal line.
Go for it. Oh, they are going to go for it.
Fourth down, and the offense is still on the field. Defense in their short yardage package.
Maybe this is what we need. Don't.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Wow. Complete dominance so far on both sides of the football. For one side, I have a feeling this game is going to feel a lot longer than 60 minutes.
And he adds the extra point. A 5-play, 25-yard drive, and it's good for 7 points.
Boy, this offense right now is just being physical, really controlling the line of scrimmage, and it's opening up some nice big lanes for the running back.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. He sends this one deep. And they can forget about returning this one. I'm sure the quarterback would love to make amends for that last pick.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Yeah, well.
Incomplete pass.
You can't even catch. Can't even. I mean, he was wide open. Wide open. H-back dive.
Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
He's Reese and David.
Still got a half of football remaining. The Falcons with a huge lead.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. I really hope you'll stick around and watch the second half of this game. During the second half, I expect Kirk Herbstreit to give us a comprehensive history of every playbook he's ever had in his entire football career, dating back to Pee Wee. That would be infinitely more interesting than having to watch the second half of this blowout.
Definitely, that would be probably more entertaining. We get on games all the time. They start to get out of hand. You got to empty the bucket. So, guys, back to you. Have some fun. Tell me something I don't know. These teams are pretty boring.
Give me something from the human interest file, Brad Nessler. It's just about time to start the second half. What do you think Herbstreit?
35 total yards.
Something to do with quarterback play, I'm sure. We always got to hear that stuff all the time. It's all about the quarterbacks.
Brad and Kirk ready for the second half.
Mass subs.
Very lopsided first two quarters. We'll hope for better as we head into the third. And he got all of this one. Great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. It's going to be interesting to see how the
Cover
action
two
shapes out
spy.
in the series. Air Force is winning big. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. And he is drilled at the 40-yard line. From their own 40-yard line. First down.
All there is left, guys, is to see the clock go down, because I don't think there's anything I can do to take the momentum away from them. I don't think there's anything I can do. Cover one linebacker spy. I can try.
He's tackled at the 47.
Maybe they might get into a punting situation. Cover 6.
And they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Air Force looking to build on his commanding lead here. They tackle him there, and he's still going to be short.
punt block man. Look at that total yard difference.
Awaits the snap.
Comebacks.
Not a whole lot's been working for them so far. They should just come out and play loose and easy because they've got nothing to lose.
We ain't got nothing, period.
And he's taken down around the 34.
We ain't got nothing to lose because we ain't got nothing. Period. Corner strike.
From their own 34-yard line. First down. Fires quick to an open man.
See what I mean? Guys aren't catching the ball. Running up the field before you even catch the ball. I called comebacks on that play.
There's a strike complete. Tackle made at the 41. So what do you think of this receiver after that play?
The quarterback made a nice throw, but it was the receiver who made this happen. That's a great way to make a statement.
Amazing. He caught it. Slot seam.
From the 41-yard line, it's first down. Fires it out. Tackle right around the 26-yard line.
He had a couple of freight trains coming at him, but when they blitzed, it created a hole in the coverage, and they took advantage of it.
Four verticals. Let me see. Flip it.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 26. Wants to throw outside. Oh, great kick. What a strike for the score.
And he did a nice job of looking off his defenders.
The way they've been missing PATs, I'm just gonna keep going for one.
Black is lined up to kick this one off. Nice kicks, plenty of distance. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchdown.
Well, that should give our defense.
Rocked the college football world with an astounding effort in it.
This is one of the biggest upsets I think we've seen all year. You know what's great? They didn't
Oh,
worry
please.
about any of the outside distractions. They just kind of
This team is not even. Neither team is ranked. They're not rocking the college football
They were forced to
world.
punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll be looking for a little more out of their offense on this possession. He's taken down right around the 28-yard line. Fogel gains around 3 yards on the option play.
That'll make it second and 7.
Free safety zone blitz.
It's 2nd and 7. Ball on their own 28. Air Force looking to put this game away if they score here. He's into the open field. He's at midfield. Brought down with only one man to beat.
Lightning blitz 3.
1st and 10. Ball on the 43. And they make the stop right around the 42-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Crossfire 3 seam.
And they'll bring him down behind the line.
Did you see that?
The defense just swarmed to the ball carrier. That was fantastic pursuit.
Did you see it? Did you see it? Look at that. That is bizarre. That is bizarre. He gets thrown back about, what, 5 yards. At least about a good 5, 6, 7 yards. At least. Cover 4.
Now they need to get it down to the 33. Air Force
Comes to the line in complete control in this game.
He's knocked out of bounds right around the 38-yard line.
They're going to come on for a long field goal on the right
This
in
is
the hash
to an
mark.
already impressive lead.
And they're going to miss.
And he just didn't have the leg for this one.
He sent that one halfway to downtown. Actually, he couldn't even leave the stadium with it. Comebacks.
I hope they show some fight here and try to stay competitive. If you're going to get blown out, you at least want to go down swinging.
We're trying to do that.
And that one's incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
A bench.
From their own 38-yard line. 2nd down. Caught out in the open. He goes out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
Curls.
We've got a 3rd and 6 here. Ball on the 43. he's in the open field. And down he goes at the 46.
Four verticals.
From the 46-yard line. First down. Makes the catch, and he's got
No, he
nowhere to
just
go.
got close. No, we didn't get any closer. Deep attack.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. Throws this one out to the right. It falls incomplete.
See what I mean? How does he not catch that? How does he not catch that? I mean, seriously. Seriously? I know the rain. I know it's raining out there. But how does he not catch that? He's wide open. I mean, that is so bizarre. How does he not catch that? Four verticals flipped.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 36. He unloads it. He got a hand on it, but it's incomplete.
A stick.
Fourth down, and the offense is still on the field.
I'm down 32.
Well, I'm not sure I really agree with this call to go for it, but that's why I'm not coaching, folks.
I'm already down 32.
Quick toss.
What difference is it going to make?
He's hit and taken down.
That's why, Brad. Slants.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Defense has had 2 stops already down here. Got his receiver, dropped it, incomplete.
That makes it second and 10.
X spot.
From the 18-yard line, it's second down. He rolls left. Got a receiver, and he dropped it.
Ay. 4 Vs.
And this is the 10th play of the drive. Catches it, and that's all. Quinn picks up around 5 yards with that catch. That's 3 down and 1 to go. Air Force has got a huge lead.
I don't think I'm going to be able to go for it twice.
We resume action here in the fourth quarter. We'll hope for some action because so far it's been a lopsided one. He gets it up. Reese Davis is standing by with this update. Reese?
The Beavers were clinging to a spot in the top 25 at number 23, but a loss, and they are out of the top 25. The Beavers take to the air to strike first with a touchdown. McGee's ability in the passing game is completely evident already with a touchdown pass. The Beavers lead 7-0 early in the first.
All right, Reese, back to our game.
I'm going to let the game call it for a bit.
Early in the fourth quarter here, and obviously we've got a blowout. One team trying to play for pride, and the other one just trying to get out of here. Air Force comes to the line. They got a big advantage in this one. He gets to about the 31-yard line. From their own 31-yard line. First down. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line.
Okay, I just had to close the door.
From their own 33-yard line. Second down. Brought down at about the 47-yard line. From their own 47-yard line. It's first down.
The one thing that we put to an end is their
They'll bring him down.
string of shutout quarters.
Where the safety was playing up toward the line of scrimmage shows you what they think of the offense's passing game. Not a lot of respect for it.
Man, quarterback spy.
Air Force looking to add to this big lead here. Nice run up the middle. 6 yards there on the option keeper.
Yeah, but he wouldn't. Yeah. A lot of good that did him.
So it's third down now, and they're going to need about 4. And now he's got room to run. And he's taken down right around the 22-yard line.
That makes it first and 10.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 22.
That says it all right there. Total yards.
They'll give it off here. Gets out to about the 21.
He wouldn't have got that yard if the other guy got him.
This
Guaranteed.
Here's an opening inside the 10. He's tackled at the 2-yard line. This is the 9th play of this drive.
This defense not wanting to give an inch here.
Touchdown, Air Force.
I'm intentionally being quiet, guys. If you have not noticed, I am intentionally being quiet. I know it's a little hard to determine that because, wow, he missed that. Because, you know, I don't have camera. I could have put it on there, but.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends this one deep.
Opted against it.
And they can forget about returning this one.
The Falcons have a defense that's a sight to behold, Kirk.
Well, they just play with a chip on their shoulder. They are all over the field. The defensive line knows their job. The linebackers, the safeties, the corners. Everybody plays as one, and they've been fun to watch today.
Not from the. I'm not going to go for the hits corners. I am not going to go for the 4 V's this early.
Points on the board and you don't get it, you get a little frustrated. But this offense is very capable of scoring at any time.
Sends it out quick, intercepted. And he's tackled.
Oh my God.
When it
4
rains,
turnovers.
An interception, you're already getting blown out. There's no chance to come back now.
We don't even have a chance now as it is. We're down 38. With only 4 minutes in the 4th.
29-yard line. First down. Air Force up big. Made right around the 26.
And having tried to throw the 4 of these from 75 yards out, I've made my play selection based on success.
Second down and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 26-yard line. Tackled after decent pickup.
I am not sure what this team is looking forward to. Storm red. What little good that will do.
Looking for the corner. Nice run there as they work the outside. the 13-yard line. First down.
As I said.
Less than 3 minutes in the game.
I am intentionally being quiet.
And now he's got room to run. He gets to about the 5. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down. There was some movement on the line.
Moving back.
That penalty will move them back a bit.
Yeah, with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
From the 10-yard line, it's second down. And now he pitches it, and they hit him in the backfield. And they'll look to convert here on another third down. A little over a minute in the game. Well, the stop made there late in the fourth quarter, but this game's been over almost since the beginning. I think it's time for everybody to head to the locker room. They'll line up for the field goal, and this is nothing more than a chip shot. This is to add to an already impressive lead.
Add insult to injury.
The kick is up. They head to the sideline with nothing to show for that drive.
Well, it's slippery down there, but the rain is a bigger problem for the holder. I don't think this kid has any excuse for missing that one.
I should just Hail Mary.
We're late in the fourth quarter. This game has been a blowout for quite some time, and Kirk and I are just looking to make our flights.
Hail Mary the game out.
He's in trouble. He heaves it deep. In and out of his hands.
Because we ain't going to win.
From their own 20-yard line. Second down. He airs it out. Drops it. That was incomplete, and it looked exactly like their last pass.
It was the exact same play, and I think the offensive coordinator just tried to pull a fast one.
It was the exact same play.
Ball on the 20.
Just flipped.
They looked a little sluggish on that series. I'm curious to see if they pick things up when they get the ball back.
Well, what did they do? Stop the clock?
Is the punter. Didn't get all of that one.
I don't care. I honestly do not care. They're just going to take a knee.
The lights went out a long time ago for one of these teams anyway. They'll be put out of their misery soon. Air Force in control. Tackle at the 46-yard line.
I am not calling timeout.
And so that's going to do it. Our final score in this one, Air Force 45, Colorado State 7. So what are your final thoughts on this one, Kurt?
Well, this rivalry game didn't live up to the hype this year. There's pure gratification on one sideline and sheer disappointment on the other. You can bet that the loser in this one will have this date marked in red on their calendar for next year.
One came in, fired up.
That does it for this edition of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.
We have got a lot of work to do before we even think about Texas A&M. Texas A&M, Virginia Tech. The next 2 weeks are going to be daunting. Look at that list of things. Look at that short list. That's the shortest list I think I've ever seen in this game. Highlights? Are you serious? Highlights. Oh, look at that. 33 points in the second quarter. That in a nutshell. It says it in a nutshell. This is the only highlight I care to have. That and the photos. This is the only, that is the only highlight. I don't save highlights of the opposing touchdowns. Not enough slots. The whole game was an F. I am not looking forward to the immediate. I am not looking forward to the post game. Well, that's a blessing. Oregon State beating Nevada, or Nevada beating Oregon State. Those two words sum it up perfectly. Door slammed. The only consolation about this whole loss is the fact that it was not in conference. Because again, Air Force is an independent in my dynasties. CSU. That is the only consolation. I dread to think what the AD is saying. Your coaching assistants are reviewing the game tapes. Let's not lose like that again. I should hope not. We have 2 daunting weeks ahead of us. One against, presumably, a top 5 team. That top 5 team could very well be number 1. When the 2 new polls come out. Wow. After that, they get an upgrade? Oh my God. Wow, they dropped to number 10. Wow, whoopee-doo. CSU. On the flip side, for those of you Air Force fans, if the Air Force Falcons dynasty is that good, now look at that, Texas A&M, slight edge. I'm not surprised. Texas A&M, SEC. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Coach skill trees. They're gonna need it. Road closed. That's a good place to put it. After 4 interceptions, yeah, I think we need to stress the importance of ball security. After 4 interceptions, yeah, I think so. Let me save the dynasty here and go into recruiting. CSU. CSU. Now we'll go into recruiting. 100 points. Wow. What am I going to do with 100 points? Team needs. See, visit scheduled. Okay. Nobody's ready for a visit. How am I on middle linebackers? Oh. Whew. I'm in the best possible position I can be. Tackles and wow. Oh man. Let me see. I'm doing well with tackles. Guard I'm doing well in. Kicker. I'm gonna lose my other kicker if I don't do something. If I don't do something, All right. Yeah. Ripped to, reduced to shreds. That's an understatement. Okay, CSU. CSU. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. We'll post this on YouTube. And then we'll move on tomorrow with the next dynasty. Which will be, I believe, and ironically enough, the Air Force Falcons. Ironically. So that'll do it. We'll catch you tomorrow when I post more videos. And I think what I might do is try using my webcam. I'm going to try that. Let's just see